as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Owens. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, that's Newton. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Owens. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here we go, Detroit! Detroit! No, check. No, check, Patriot! Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Wilcox looking deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. All right, here we go. Boom, landing. Boom, landing. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. No, check, Patriot. Over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wilcox. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Now let's go. Boom, landing.
A final shot before break. Wilcox going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No. Check, Patriot.
Off play action. Wilcox. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that you just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go now. Over. Gone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
The play clock's running down. Back to throw. Wilcox. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. This is taken at the 10. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Over.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Owens. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Onto the field now come the Bears. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Looking to throw. Wilcox. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back to throw. Wilcox. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now let's go. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. Fresh set of downs here.
Detroit! Let's go! Blue landers! Gone! 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 Over!
Now back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll look to throw here. Kidder here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Wilcox forced out to his left. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. Gun, 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 gun. Leopard, leopard. Gun, 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 gun. Leopard, leopard.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Owens. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. Blue, land it. Leopard, leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go now. Leopard, leopard. Green 39. Green 39.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
All right, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bears on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now a handoff looking right. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter